Hello everybody, DNM Olo here, and today we will today I will be reacting to the beating Minecraft, but I can't break the laws of Judaism. And no, honestly, now, of course, I would not say I'm the world's leading expert on Judaism, but I do know a little bit about its rules, and also, honestly, I got a book here, a book that has all kinds of study bits, and all that. Like, it's not only does it have like normal Bible passages, but it also has like these like annotations and footnotes and other whatever else you'd call them. Just real big a study Bible. That. And yeah, of course, a lot of the a lot is for Judaism. Of course, written in Leviticus and Deuteronomy. With some written in Exodus and Numbers a little as well. So yeah, basically, I guess if you want to learn about ancient Judaism, and then you just need to read the first like five books and you will get a good idea of all the laws and such. Hmm. Of course, that's just ancient Judaism. I mean, of course, modern day Judaism is, not the same, like the temple got destroyed, and now and also don't I don't think there are any Jewish priests anymore. I think they're just rabbis and all that. And also, the Jews have also written another some more texts called like the what the oh sorry about that. Some other stuff called like the Talmud and all that. So I don't exactly hmm. I'm not too familiar with the Talmudic literature or rabbinic literature, but I don't think the let's see. Does Judaism have priests? Okay. Um. Huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Let's see. Let's see. Kun. Is the Hebrew word for priest. Let's see. Aaron, Aaronic priesthood. Okay, yeah, during the existence of temple. During the existence of the temple in Jerusalem, and previously the tabernacle, Ko, Ko, Kohanim performed the temple sacrificial offerings, which were only permitted to be offered by them. Following its destruction, it seems that most of them joined the synagogal Jewish movement before adopting gradually rabbinic Judaism. The types of Judaism, Christianity, or Islam, they retain a lesser though distinct status within rabbinic and Karaite Judaism, including certain honors and restrictions. In the Samaritan community, the Ko- Hanim have remained the primary religious leaders. Citation needed. Ethiopian Jewish religions. Ethiopian Jewish religious leaders are called Kahin and do similar works to the. Okay, yeah, citation needed. Let's see. Um. Okay. Yeah. I'm not exactly getting any answers here. Modern practice. Here we go. Since the destruction of the Second Temple, Jewish priests have not performed sacrificial services. However, they have retained a formal and public ceremonial role in synagogue prayer services, along with certain unique religious duties and privileges. Following the First Jewish-Roman War, the priestly class relocated to Galilee and various diaspora communities with the new places and residents recorded in inscriptions from the period, drawing on the knowledge of the Torah and temple worship. They contributed to the development of synagogue liturgy and may have played a role in the preparation of biblical translations. These special roles have been maintained in Orthodox Judaism and sometimes in Conservative Judaism. Reformed Judaism does not offer any special status or recognition to the Kohanim. Okay, right. Okay, so I guess there are still Jewish priests. I guess apparently they just don't really do much anymore because the temple got all destroyed and all that. Uh, so anyway, I guess we'll react to this video, but first let's react to something completely different. That's right. I'm going to react to a even more random video. I know what video could be more random. Simply the video above it. That's right. This what the? Oh.
I think I speak for everyone here when I say it is very exciting to be in a room with.
Hey. So the latest video from Tom Cardy here. Oh. Yep. What the? Come on. Okay, why don't, why isn't it responding? There we go, come, respond. Okay, okay, well, anyway, I'm not the most familiar with Tom Cardy, but oh, come on, what the heck? Okay, why isn't anything working? What the heck? Okay, what? Okay. That is odd. And, YouTube is not working. Like, that is... Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties here. Okay, I think I figured out the problem here. I think my microphone here was sitting on the control button here, and that was messing things up here. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, Tom Cardy. I'm not the most familiar with his work here, but I have seen a few of his songs that he's made. I've listened to some of his songs, releases. Uh, Yeah, let's see.
The day started up so
Yeah, like I've listened to the flags on Spotify, and let's see. What else have I listened to? Oh, that's right. Mixed Messages. Right, I've also listened to the song Mixed Messages.
it's a Sunday night and you're at home all alone. Last night was great, it was our very first date, so now it's time to pull out my phone. I'm gonna send you something real quick. It ain't gonna be a deep pic, no, no. Romance needs clarity, but baby, that don't work for me. I'm sending. I send the first text in a queue.
And it's a funny song. And let's see. I've listened to like one more song of his. Let's see. It. Oh, what? Uh, I, as we're saying, yeah, I've also listened to this song right here.
On the horizon of this forest path, you see a group of dark cloaked figures slowly trudging towards you. What do you do? My half-orc barbarian braces her great hammer, and that's a one. Critical fail. Steve, what
And then, so yeah, gotta say, this guy, makes very funny and catchy songs and all that. Yeah, so yeah, you can, check it out. His stuff, and I would definitely recommend it. Anyway, let's check this latest
I
one.
think I speak for.
Oh, well, second latest one. Right.
I think I speak for everyone here when I say it is very exciting to be in a room with you, Mr. Tolkien. Okay, we loved publishing The Hobbit. Can you tell us a bit about this next book? It's about a magic ring. Yeah. Given to an heir. Yeah. Who must destroy all evil. Yeah. On a magic quest. What happens next? They walk. Somebody's following them. Walk. Hide. Walk. Steal some mushrooms. Get on a boat. Walk. Elves for the first time. Wow. Walk. Nighttime. Walk. Attacked by tweez. Okay. It's a lot of walking. I'm not a third of the way through.
In all fairness, though, the Hobbit also had a lot of walking as well.
Walk, meet a weird bush guy. Walk. Finally a town. Safe, eat, rest. Show everyone their secret and get the fuck out of there. Run. They got a new tall guy. Run, scared, stabbed by dementia. Run. Tall guy, run, scared, stabbed by dementia.
Oh my god. Ponies. My Little Pony characters. That's cute.
Run, right. Dementors can't swim. Fuck back to Azkaban. Okay. Run, right. Dementors can't swim. Fuck back to Azkaban. Okay.
But I like how he is. I'm glad this guy definitely knows a bit about the books, since he has included Tom Bombadil, and so instead of like
Run, right. Dementors.
he has included a solo book on here. Yes, in the book it's a elf named. Wait, is it Celeborn? Wait, I think I'm confusing my elves here. They, I let's see who gets Frodo to Riven. Who takes Frodo to Riven? Oh, Glorfindel. Okay, yeah, sorry, I got my elves mixed up. Glorfindel. But he may seem like an inconsequential character in The Lord of the Rings, but if you read the Silmarillion, then you realize, oh, Glorfindel, this guy is pretty neat.
Can't swim. Back to Azkaban. Okay, well, that seems like a
Perfect. Wait, oh yeah, I just noticed you called them Dementors and so that's right. Yeah, he's at Azkaban. I get it.
good place to end it. We'll publish it. I'm all swim, scared, stabbed by a Dementor. Ride, run, ride. Dementors can't swim. Fuck back to Azkaban. Okay, well that seems like a good place to end it. We'll publish it. I'm almost halfway. Rest. A bunch of elves. They've seen elves before, but now they got a dwarf.
Right.
Rest. A bunch of elves.
Oh my god. Oh god. Why can't I remember people's names here? Right, Elrond, who's played by Hugo Weaving. Yeah, I believe that's the name of the guy who also plays Agent Smith from the Matrix. And kind of like the Matrix reference here. That's cute.
They've seen elves before, but now they got a dwarf. Walk, heaps of walking. Path is blocked. Walk underground. Orc, run. The Balrog has come. Kick him in the eye. You shall not fuck with me. Walk. I'm sick of elves. Get on a boat. Bottom is an asshole. Motherfuckers on a magic quest. Fellas in the fellowship doing what they do best. What if for a while they rode a massive quest?
Oh my god! Wow, the animation here is just beautiful. We got every kind of elf here. We even got elves that aren't elves. Just real full of references.
Elves, get on a boat. Bottom is an asshole. Motherfuckers on a magic quest. Fellas in the fellowship doing what they do best. What if for a while they rode a massive hawk? I think I'd prefer if they. This is my book, motherfucker. They'll walk if I tell them to. Get that weak ass bird shit out of here.
Wow. Gotta say that was very fun. I really liked that. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if this comic comment here is true, but if it is, that's I don't know, kind of interesting. Yeah, I think talking is a better professor than that, but okay. But then again, I guess I've never attended any of his classes since he died several decades before I was even born. So yeah, yeah. I found a comment. Why am I calling comments comic? Comments. Why can I talk? Not. I cannot talk today. I have lost the ability to speak. Yeah, that's nice. Eh, Don't know if it's true, but that's neat. Huh. Right. uh, anyway, time to move on to the main purpose
Can you beat Minecraft without breaking the commandments
of the main purpose of this whole video here. It wasn't to talk about Tom Cardy. It wasn't bad to talk about the Lord of the Rings. No, we're here to see if you can beat Minecraft by being a very good Jew. Yeah, kind of Jew. Yeah, kind of very obedient Jew, a God-fearing Israelite. Can he beat Minecraft? There's only one way to find out. And that's watching this video.
Can you beat Minecraft without breaking the commandments of Judaism? Okay, what even are the commandments of Judaism? Aren't they just the same thing as the 10 Commandments? The answer is no. Judaism contains a lot more commandments than just 10, a lot of which are actually...
Yeah. I mean, the 10 Commandments are like the most important ones, the primary ones, while a lot of the other ones, a lot of the laws are for the for the state of Israel, and there's a bunch of laws for how the priests should perform the rituals and sacrifice, and there's a lot of rules about a lot of things.
possible to follow in Minecraft. And there are a lot that miss than just 10, a lot of which are actually possible to follow in Minecraft. And there are a lot that aren't. Let me explain.
Well enough, and I don't think there are any male genitalia in Minecraft, so we don't really have to worry about that. So I say that's pretty good.
Something. There are 3 Abrahamic religions: Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. Each one has a list of rules that is at the foundation of their faith. Islam has 5 main rules with the pillars. Christianity has 10 with the commandments. Guess how many Judaism has? 613. 613 rules that we're gonna have to follow within the game of Minecraft.
And that's why, if you're reading the Bible, the worst books to read are Leviticus and Deuteronomy, because those books are just they're like 90% just rules and laws and whatnot. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I guess if you're not interested in reading a bunch of laws here, then like we got let's see, laws for guilt offerings, and let's see, and we got purification after childbirth here, and clean and unclean animals. We got laws for cleansing lepers. Laws for about bodily discharges, and got and law for sexual relations, laws against eating blood, the place of sacrifice. We got all kinds of rules here. Yeah. Yep. Got all the various the Sabbath, the Passover, feasts of the Lord. Okay, and that is just some of the stuff in Leviticus here. Yeah. And we are in Deuteronomy. We've got laws concerning Levite marriages. got a bunch of miscellaneous laws here, and offerings of first fruits and tithes, and curses for disobedience, and yeah, blessings for obedience. Um, hmm. Uh, okay, I guess that's the end of Deuteronomy there. Huh. You know, it's kind of interesting, when you flip through it, like, I mean, when you're reading through these books, it seems like there's just nothing but laws, but when you flip through them, you realize that, that there is actually, a story there. A story in between all the bits about the laws and all, a bit of history being recorded. And and also, if you think the laws are just in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, no, there's also laws in Numbers and Etiquette and Exodus and all that. Like in Exodus, we got the consecration of the priests here. We got stuff about the priests' garments, and we got stuff about the tabernacle written here. Got laws about the Sabbath and festivals, and we got laws about slaves. Yep. Yeah. Do you want to know what God says you can and can't do when it comes to slavery? Then I just check out Exodus 21 here, and it will tell you all about it. Yep, chapter 21. And you can learn all about laws about doctors and look here, chapter 20, the Ten Commandments right here. Yep, yeah, we got all kinds of things written down here. So, yeah.
Minecraft. This is such a massive amount. We need to be organized, or else this challenge will be too overwhelming. It'll be impossible. Luckily for me, the commandments have already been divided up into 34 separate categories. So let's take a look at the first category, God. The first thing that you probably notice is the way that I spelled this. Why would I put a dash instead of the O? Well, that brings me to the first rule that I want to set for this Minecraft run. The God category contains 10 commandments, but for simplicity's sake, there's really only one that I want to worry about, and that is not to profane God's name. In Judaism, the name of God is so sacred that many Orthodox Jews spell it with the dash instead of the O out of reverence. So if I'm in my mind...
Yeah. Basically, interesting thing, and you can actually, notice this in the English translation of the Bible here. Okay, I wonder if I can find an example here. Here's one. Okay. Let's see. Okay, chapter 19. First a few words. If you look, I don't know. Just grab your own Bible or something and go to like Leviticus chapter 19, and you'll find an example of what I'm talking about, and right. It says the Lord, and the Lord is written in all caps and all that. Now, the interesting thing is that in the original Hebrew text, it's instead of just the Lord in all caps, it's the name of God. God's actual name is written there, and all that. And the thing is that during the captivity in Babylon, basically, they kind of started to use the name God a bit too lightly, and so afterwards, the religious leaders decided that nobody should say the Lord's name anymore because you gotta keep it a secret, and you and the people haven't been doing a good enough job doing it. So basically, they just decided to just say, okay, just stop saying it altogether and all that. Of course, they still wrote down the name, but they didn't say it. Not that. I mean, honestly, it's more so just a rule that the Jewish leaders came up with themselves. Not that. I mean, of course, God commands that you should use His name with respect and all that. Like, don't misuse it. Don't misuse it. And all that, treat it with the reverence and respect it deserves, and basically, don't do evil in His name and all that. But yeah, a bit of a history lesson for you there. But I guess that kind of explains why it's more a why Jews don't really say, God's name at all. Well, Christians, they occasionally, say His name. Well, at least they say a version of His name because, you see, the thing with Hebrew is that they don't have vowels. I mean, later on they created little vowel like marks to so that way people will know how to pronounce the words. But at first, it was just all the letters were consonants, all the written letters, and just consonants, and you can only and the vowels. You would just expect to just know the vowels by just by learning how to speak the language, just by listening to people and how they pronounce things and all that. I mean, it's easy to read if you know the language, but if you don't know the language, then it's a bit harder and all that. But you basically people because of that, people don't really know how the ancient Israelites actually pronounced the name of the Lord and all that. Like, was it Yahweh or Yahweh or Jehovah or anything like that? People aren't exactly certain about how to pronounce it. Although most experts think that the closest to the original pronunciation is Yahweh and all that. But guess
Minecraft run, and I say anything along the lines of, "Ooh, good lord, there's a village right here. Can I make this jump? Ooh, oh my god!" The run is instantly over.
A bit strict in my opinion, but I guess I gotta be a bit careful and all that. I mean, honestly, I guess it is a bit of a good practice and all that. And honestly, I think people ought to be a bit more respectful and all that. Like, just people, just constantly just saying Jesus all the time when anything shocking happens, just completely thoughtlessly and meaninglessly. I mean, yeah. So I mean, honestly, I guess it is a good habit to have. Just to get out of the habit of just saying stuff like Jesus Christ and all that, and oh my God. Honestly, I think it's kind of a bit annoying. It's gonna just. I mean, if you gotta say something, then maybe just say frick or jeez. And instead of just saying Jesus, just say jeez. Jeez. And whoopsie daisy. Nope. I guess just speak like a Minnesotan, basically, and just speak like a stereotypical overly polite person from the Midwest or from the South. or something like that.
And I'm forbidden from spelling the name of God without the dash. Kosher speed run. Let's go. Okay, not the best spawn. Starting right now, I can't say, you know what? I can't say that. There's 10.
I think you can just say the Lord. I mean, that ought to be acceptable enough. Oh, come on. What the heck?
Out of 613 rules. What have I gotten myself into? This is gonna be way too hard. Ooh, look, dude. It's some pigs for us to eat. Look, we can kill one right now.
Wait!
Let's talk about the second category of commandments that we need to follow. The diet.
Yeah, the dietary laws here. Now, let me look open the big book here. And, okay, this might take a while, so I'll pause so that way I don't waste your time here. Alright, okay, so, there's a couple of places here, let's see, it talks about it in, Leviticus 11, and, here, and, also, it talks a bit about it, in Deuteronomy, 14. Also, I think I might read some of these, some of the additional stuff that's written down in this particular study version of the Bible. This study Bible, yeah. But first, let's see what he has to say. I think I'll just add any. I guess I'll try to. I think I ought to keep it short. I mean, after this, this video is already going to be like. I mean, we're barely through this, but yeah.
This category contains 27 commandments and basically outlines the things that we can and cannot eat. As for animals, this is what the scripture has to say. Any animal that has true.
Okay, so it's not telling you the verse and chapter here, huh? That's a bit disappointing. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Speak to the people. Okay. Okay. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying to them, Speak to the people of Israel, saying, These are the living things that you may eat among all the animals that are on the earth. Whatever parts of the hoof and is cloven-footed, and chews the cud among the animals, you may eat. Nevertheless, among those that chew the cud or part of the hoof, you shall not eat these. The camel, because it chews the cud, but it does not part the hoof, it is unclean to you. And the rock badger, because it chews the cud, but does not part the hoof, it is unclean to you. And the hare, because it chews the cud, but does not part the hoof, is unclean to you. Well, that's a bit of a shame. And the pig, because it parts the hoof and is cloven-footed, but does not chew the cud, is unclean to you. You shall not eat any of their flesh, and you shall not touch the carcasses, they are unclean to you. So yeah, that right there covers the some of the terrestrial animals right here. Let's see. Let's see. Chapter 11 right here in the. I think I'll just. This video's long enough. I guess I won't read the little notes that all these like associate editors and and whatnot like added to it. Like yeah, I'll just ignore the I won't read the stuff that all these editors decide to just put here and all that. This video's already long enough, so yeah, I guess I'll just read what is just written there and all that. But yeah, that's what it says in Leviticus chapter 11, verses verse 1 to 9 there. Yeah.
Hoofs, with clefts through the hoofs, and that chews the cud, such you may eat. Because pigs
Oh.
have split hooves, but and that chews the cud, such you may eat.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess I overreacted. I guess it is, let you know where in the Bible it's located. Yeah. Huh. Guess kind of overreacted there a bit. Plus, the Hebrew there on the other side. That's a bit of a neat touch there.
Because pigs have split hooves but do not chew their cud, this makes them not kosher, so pigs are off the menu in this run. But wait a second, there's another specific thing that makes meat kosher, and that's the slaughter method. For this,
Yep. But it appears that he's not going to go on to the stuff that when it comes to seafood here, and all that when it comes to seafood, here in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 9, it's verse 9 to verse 12. It says here, "These you may eat of all that are in the waters. Everything in the waters that has fins and scales, whether in the seas or in the rivers, you may eat. But anything in the seas or the rivers that has not fins and scales, of the swarming creatures in the waters, and of the living creatures that are in the waters, is detestable to you. You shall regard them as detestable. You shall not eat any of their flesh, and you shall detest the carcasses. Everything in the waters that has not fins and scales is detestable to you." So I guess if you're French, you're screwed. Yeah. No eating escargot there. Sorry, French people. Oh, and while we're on it, I guess I'll also read this bit about birds as well. The flying things and all that. Let's see. Verses 13 to 19. Yeah, I guess I'll read this as well. "And these you shall detest among the birds. They shall not be eaten. They are detestable: the eagle, the bearded vulture, the black vulture, the kite, the falcon of any kind, even the raven of any kind, the ostrich, the night hawk, the seagull, the hawk of any kind, the little owl, the cormorant, the short-eared owl, the barn owl, the tawny owl, the carrion vulture, the stork, the heron of any kind, the hoopie, and the bat." So yeah, you can't eat any of those birds. However, you can eat. However, thankfully, you can eat chicken. Okay, so chicken's on the menu. Okay, which is good because there are a lot of chickens in Minecraft, so that's good. But yeah, let's see. He's talking about that.
Shohet is required, who is basically an expert slaughterer. That's the slaughter method. For this, a shohet is required.
Yeah. You can't really ingest any of the blood and all that. Like, yeah, this laws about blood here. Let's see. It should be here. Yeah. Laws against eating blood. Yeah, right. Here, in Leviticus, chapter 17, verse 10 through 16, it says, "If any one of the house of Israel, or of the strangers who sojourn among them, eats any blood, I will set my face against that person who eats blood, and will cut him off among his people. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it for you on the altar, to make atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that makes atonement by the life. Therefore I have said to the people of Israel, no person among you shall eat blood, neither shall any stranger who sojourns among you eat blood. Any one also of the people of Israel, or of the strangers who sojourn among them, who takes in hunting any beast or bird that may be eaten, shall pour out its blood, and cover it with earth. For the life of every creature is its blood is its life. Therefore I have said to the people of Israel, you shall not eat the blood of any creature, for the life of every creature is its blood. Whoever eats it shall be cut off. And every person who eats what dies of itself, or what is torn by beasts, whether he is a native or sojourner, so wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening, then he shall be clean. But if he does not wash them, or bathe his flesh, he shall bear his iniquity." So yeah, you can don't eat blood. Uh, uh, Eating blood is very bad. So I guess if you're a vampire, you're kind of screwed.
Who is basically an expert slaughterer trained in Jewish law, and what they do is they make a single cut with a special knife called a shalef to kill the animal in a humane way. Since we don't have access to either of these things in Minecraft, I'm going to say there's no possible way we can make meat kosher, so we'll be prohibited from eating it for the duration of the run. So
Okay, well that's okay. Well, I mean, honestly, huh. I guess I'm not gonna have really comment any on it.
we'll have to make do with produce, all of which is considered kosher. Yeah, you guys really thought I was going to kill that pig, didn't you? You guys really thought. Anyways, I think that a good start would actually just be to cut down all these trees and just wait for the apples to drop.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we have a few apples. Okay, after I eat, there's going to be another rule that kicks in. Really quickly, let's go over the third category of commandments, the prayers and blessings. This category only has 4 commandments, which makes it the shortest one. Basically, we have to pray a few times per day when certain events has 4 commandments. Which
Yep, that is true. Yep.
Makes it the shortest one. Basically, we have to pray a few times per day when certain events happen, which are after we eat, in the morning, and at night. The prayer after we eat can be accomplished by typing the words, "Thank you for giving food into this world," into the chat. This sounds pretty simple, but we have to do this every time after we eat, including if we're fighting something, so this rule really has the potential to mess us up. The second and third times we have to pray are in the morning and night, where we will type a part of the Shema. The Lord is our God.
Well, I think if you're in trouble, I think you can, just type it in after you get in trouble and all that. Like, I mean, at the very least, I think God, agrees that you should, make sure you don't die, and all of that. Like, your life is important. Like, yeah. Yeah, just remember to pray after you get out of danger and all that. Then you should be good.
the Lord is one into the chat. Again, this is pretty simple, but there's potential for us to forget and lose the challenge. Anyways, let's get back to the gameplay. Now I have to type, thank you for giving food to this world. We have to say that after every single time we eat, no matter what.
Yep. I got it, dear. You know, if you're in danger, just type thanks. The types thanks. Thanks. G-D. Amen.
Ooh, I hear a skeleton. Hopefully I don't have to fight him. Just a quick little note, there are Jewish laws about fighting, which I will reveal later. But for now, just enjoy. Oh no. I do not want to fight this thing. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Wait, what happened? Did I die? Am I in heaven? Oh. Anyways, since we just died, what do the Jewish commandments actually have to say about killing? The main commandment that deals with this is simple: thou shalt not murder. But this leaves a lot up to interpretation. Do undead mobs count as murder? Do skeletons count? Just for the challenge's sake, I'm going to say that I'm not allowed to kill anything unless it's absolutely necessary for the run to continue. For example...
Yeah. So, yeah, just, basically only kill in self-defense. Only do it in self-defense.
I'll be allowed to kill blazes because they're required to progress in the game. Also, if my life is actually in danger, like it just was with the skeleton, I'll be allowed to fight it. But other than that, no killing. Okay, it's annoying that we died, but like, it's okay. Let's just get another attempt in. Okay, so I found a village, which is good, but unfortunately we cannot steal anything because that's some of the commandments. So, but I think this is like where I want to settle down and build a house. And yes, this challenge requires that I build a house, believe it or not. Okay, it's turning night. We pray. Now we can go to sleep. As you can see, we're really struggling with food because like the only food we can really get is apples and stuff that we grow because we can't steal it from the village. So like, I really need to get a farm going. All right, so we're officially out of sprint. Okay, so it is currently Minecraft day 3, and we have until the end of day 6 to finish building a house. I'll explain why there's a time limit on building a house later, but you're gonna want to stick around to see why we need this house. Let me tell you. Okay, hold on. Why the heck am I actually building a house? Well, let me introduce you to the next category of commandments, the times and seasons. This category has 35 commandments, but there are really only 4 that apply to my...
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, to keep the Sabbath holy.
All of which have to do with Shabbat, or the Sabbath. They are to sanctify the Sabbath, not to work on the Sabbath, to rest on the Sabbath, but most importantly, not to leave your place of residence on the...
Yeah, so basically, just, on the day before the Sabbath, harvest twice as much food and get twice as much food, so you have enough food for today and the next day, so that way you don't have to work for the food on the Sabbath and all that.
Sabbath. This is why I had to build a house. I had to have a place to reside during the Sabbath. So the official rule is that every 7th Minecraft day, we must be inside of our house resting for the entirety of the day. Don't laugh. Okay, it is now Minecraft day 6 out of 7. Okay, this isn't much, but this looks like such garbage. I'm gonna fix this up, by the way. And once we wake up, we're not allowed to leave the house. We're not allowed to do any work. We're not allowed to do anything except pray. Now we just have to sit here. We can't place any blocks. We can't break any blocks. We can't move anything around in chests. Really, the only thing we're allowed to do is study the Torah. So, let me go do that for a couple minutes. I don't know about you guys, but I feel well rested after that Sabbath. Okay, first things first, let's expand our farm. All right, that should be big enough. The second thing we need to do is fix this house. So maybe you guys can't really tell the difference, but it looks better, guys. Trust me. And the inside looks better too.
Oh wow, the inside does look a bit better.
Okay, now that we're kind of set up, we can kind of go into the more unique things about this challenge, and there are quite a few of them. Okay, so before we get into the truly crazy rules of this challenge, I need to explain something about Judaism. If you've been really paying attention, even after all these rules that I've explained so far, we haven't covered a sixth of the total commandments. So why? Well, we can split them up into two categories: positive commandments and negative commandments. A negative commandment is something that prohibits you from doing something. For example, the commandment "thou shalt not murder" asks you not to murder. A positive commandment would be asking you to actually do something. For example, start digging in your butt twin. Okay, that one's not in the Torah, but you get the point. What I'm trying to say is that there are a lot of commandments that ask us not to do something that would be impossible to do in Minecraft anyway, so we don't have to worry about them. This covers a lot of commandments, but there are a few positive commandments that we still have to follow. This first one's a fun one. We're actually going to have to build a tabernacle. If you don't know what this is, it's basically the sanctuary that the ancient Jewish people used to worship.
Yep. Before Solomon built the temple, the Ark of the Covenant was basically kept in a tent and all that. I thought, honestly, I guess if he wants to be guerrilla creative, he could, just go ahead and build a whole temple and all that. But honestly, I guess a tabernacle is just as good.
So let's just go back into our Minecraft world and build kind of whatever we want. It's not like there's a complicated and extremely detailed guide found within the Jewish text that specifies exactly how our tabernacle should be built.
Yeah. You should follow the instructions here.
What? Welcome to How to Build a Tabernacle 101. First of all, the tabernacle must be built out of acacia wood. No, I did not make this up. There are multiple verses that specify that it should be built out of specifically acacia wood.
Yep.
Step 2. Refer to the schematic constructed by Jewish scholars on the exact dimensions of the tabernacle.
Yeah, I think there's something like that in this study Bible here. Yeah. Wait, did I accidentally click something? Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Tabernacle. Let's see, that should be in Exodus here. Right. Okay. Yeah. Covenant. Yes. Just as I thought. Yeah. The book I have here, it also has a diagram here. Oh, look at that! It kind of looks similar to the diagram on the screen here. Yeah. Can you see it? Yeah. Here it is. Here. Yeah, this is the diagram. Yeah. Real, it's very, quite neat, ain't it? Very neat. Very nice. Nice diagram. What the hell? How long has it been paused? Oh my god, how long was the video paused? Oh my god. I was yapping this whole time and the video was paused. How long was it paused? Why the hell do I keep on doing this? Ugh. If I had a nigga every single time I paused a video and I didn't pause it, honestly, I would not have any idea how many nickels I would have. Shit. let's see. Well, anyway, yeah, you didn't hear me say this, but I did say that I kind of like the music that he chose for this video. He chose some from music, yeah. Um. Yeah. So yeah. While I was talking about the tabernacle, I kind of mentioned how yeah, he talked about there being like a diagram of the tabernacle here that he kind of pulled up. Yeah, and I don't know. Were you able to see me show you the one I have in this book here? Oh, yeah. I accidentally went to the wrong page there, but by the way, here's a picture of the Ark of the Covenant. I kind of wish he kind of yeah, I don't know, tried a bit harder to kind of recreate it in craft. Instead, he just put a couple of gold blocks there, but then again, I guess making something that complicated in Minecraft is a bit hard. Let's see here. Yeah, tabernacle. Yeah, I'm not gonna pause the video again because apparently I can't trust myself to unpause. And I can't trust myself to find the tabernacle. Ah, there it is. Here it is. Okay. In case the video was paused while I was showing you the first time, here it is the second time. Yeah. Real neat diagram here. Yeah. Okay, I really hope it wasn't paused for too long because, man, this is not gonna be too good of a video if it was paused for too long. Oh boy. What the heck? When did it pause again? Ah, it's good. Let's just end the recording there. We'll have a